confidence is an issue that many of us need in order to achieve our higher destined self. And when we doubt ourselves, we put false beliefs as a stumbling block that doesn't allow us to reach our full potential. And that's what I want to look at today, confidence. And so let's dig down deep into it. First of all, confidence is an issue which might have been planted from childhood. It might be, if you go back to your timeline and look at what happened to you through your life, you might have well-meaning adults who have tried to put you in the right direction and have shaken your confidence. And that way, as you grow older, you haven't been able to trust yourself, and you've wanted the reassurance that you're enough from your family or from your teachers or from somebody in an authority figure who has shaken your confidence. And that's what I want to look at today. I want to look at how we can delve deep into the core, our limiting beliefs, and look at how we can address and become aware of our confidence, of our limiting beliefs which shake our confidence. And so the first thing we do is we look at the cause of confidence, which is our past, and the anchored beliefs that have been planted through our timeline that has shaken our confidence. And the fact is that we spend about 95%, according to Dr. Bruce Lipton, 95% of our lives is played as a recorder from the past. And so confidence, we might not have confidence because we're playing out events of the past in our minds, in our daily lives. And so we're not able to make decisions because we're not able to make the decisions that are right for us, because we're playing out those recorders, those tape recorders of what was implanted in our timeline of what the authority figures told us. And so we spend only 5% of our lives being present and becoming aware. And that's what I want to look at today, is becoming aware of our present reality and how we feel about our confidence. And so what I want to do is I'm going to ring somebody up today. I'm not going to say the name, and I will be asking her questions about what is her stumbling block that stops her from finding her core belief. Now, I'm just going to ring her soon, and we can look into what is her limiting belief that stopped her. I'm going to put her on speaker so you can hear too. Hello guys. Thank you for joining. And so, hello, we will be with you soon. Thank you for joining.
All right.
Thank you. You can just stay there and listen to our live for a bit.
Okay.
Thank you for joining.
All right.
So, the first part of confidence is becoming aware of what you are not getting. Becoming aware of your limiting beliefs, becoming aware of what is holding you back. And that's what we're going to look at today. Thank you for joining us. The person I'm talking to is a very successful person, very talented, also academically talented, and also creative. but there is something that's holding her back from reaching her true potential. And that's what we want to attack today. What is holding her back? And so, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi. Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Can somebody tell me if
Am
you
I through?
are through?
Coming through clearly?
I believe you are, but can somebody in the chat tell me if
If you can hear me.
if we can hear? These chats have been a little bit funny. I haven't seen everybody. Can people tell me in the chat? Yes, we can. Thank you.
They can.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes, they can hear you.
Okay.
Great stuff. Thank you, Paulina. Right. So.
Okay. Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Loud
my
and clear.
problem
Thank you.
is, I feel that there's a lot more I want to do. I want to get out there. I want to show my work to the world. I want to improve myself a lot more. But I sit down to do work and I feel stuck. I feel like there's a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, I don't move on. I just stay on my couch and feel guilty, or I might sit in front of my books or sit to do some practice in music, and I don't get work done. It's like there's a wall that doesn't allow me to break through it and, go to the next level. It's like I'm afraid to go to or something. I don't know what it is.
Now, what is really, listen to me, really preventing you from achieving your ambition?
What is preventing me?
Really preventing you?
Yeah. You want me to tell you?
Well, yes. That would be the idea.
What's preventing me? Why am I not achieving? I'm afraid to achieve.
Because
achieving is scary. It's different from what I'm living right now. I don't know if I will live up to the expectation of success, maybe.
what does that mean? What does an expectation mean? What is an expectation?
That means I go up a level, and then people will expect me to operate at that level. And maybe I get lazy sometimes, or maybe I'm not feeling it. And then it's as if I'm being accountable. I have to keep at that level. And maybe I won't. I don't know how I will function.
What do you think really is the problem? Because expectation of people, I don't know if people have an expectation.
That's true, actually. Who cares when you think about it?
Because I think people are in their own little world with their own problems.
Yeah.
And because everybody's got their worlds, their own little worlds that we're dealing with.
That's true.
So,
yeah,
so what really makes it a problem that you can't reach those expectations? Because I haven't got any expectation, and I'm sure the people in the chat don't have any expectation, because we're people, and I don't know if we have any expectations of you.
Yeah, that's true. Nobody expects anything. I mean, you do it just because you feel like it.
So what are your beliefs about yourself that have created the problem? We're looking at you now. What are your beliefs? Because you said that people, but I don't know if people really are concerned about it.
But what are my beliefs that created this problem?
Yeah.
I also have maybe some level of perfectionism. If I'm going to put something out there, which means showing myself to the world, it should be something perfect so I don't get attacked, or so that I don't get ridiculed.
And what does so is the problem of being ridiculed? Give me an example of what you mean of being ridiculed.
And maybe the quality of the content that I put out there is not that great, or maybe I'm not that great. There are much better people out there than me.
Give me an example of someone who's better.
And let's say with music, I put music of me singing, maybe. Now that I think about it, now that I'm saying it out loud, I mean, does it have to be perfect?
I'm not perfect. I make so many mistakes on these lives, and I love it. I couldn't be happier doing it because I'm doing my passion. And so I'm sure Nikki and Dina Husseini and Dina Banayi and Shaza and Nicolette and Paulina, all these people who are watching us now, they don't expect me to, I think they would hate me to be perfect, because that puts a lot of pressure on everybody.
It is a lot of pressure.
I make a lot of mistakes every live, but I love what I'm doing.
So the important thing is to enjoy it, first of all. Why are you doing it anyway?
Why are you so into music?
See, I get lost in this as well. I put so much pressure to bring something out there to the world that I forget why I wanted to in the first place.
I mean,
and it's just a chore. It's just like I need to clean the house. I also need to practice music.
My goodness.
It's not enjoyable anymore.
Because you've put so many expectations on yourself.
I did, yes. Because all I see is the result and how quickly I can get there, and not how, where I am now, what I'm doing, how I'm feeling about it.
So now, these expectations of being perfect, when did you decide that being perfect was a problem? When in your timeline did you decide that?
That I need to be perfect.
Yeah. What event happened?
What happened? I know when I tried to do things and I felt stuck, and I realized that there's something there. But when did I? I'm trying to think about it. No one told me I have to be perfect. Why did I take that one?
It's bloody tiring. It's exhausting being perfect.
Why did I think I have to?
I'm probably the most imperfect person that I know.
I think, Cyprus expects people to be the perfect image of, don't leave any, you don't let people see your faults, your mistakes. I think our society has this.
And what is the perfect image? What is that ideal woman, Joanne? What is the ideal woman? Sorry about that.
The ideal woman is a woman who enjoys
because she doesn't want to die with her music still in her.
Yes, exactly.
And you've got a lot of music to give.
Yes, literally and metaphorically.
And so this ideal woman that you spoke about before, when did you buy into the idea that you had to please her?
When I was growing up and I saw everyone around me being really polite to each other and not talking about the real issue.
Okay.
And we just wanted to show that everything is fine with us. And I thought that I also had to show that.
These are rules. These are rules that you've placed on yourself, right?
It is true, yes. Yes, I took that one. I decided to make that my own belief. Nobody enforced it on me.
Can you tell me a little bit about... Oh dear, that's a car going by.
Yeah.
Can you write down or tell me, because it's impossible to write it down, the rules you made in your life that have stopped you from getting off your couch and doing what your destined self should be? What were those rules?
Like the barriers.
Yeah, the roadblocks, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfectionism.
And
showing the world that everything is fine. You work fine. Yeah, there's nothing here nothing that you can attack me with. Everything is fine here.
So this everything is fine here. You can't attack me. That's a barrier that you've placed around yourself.
Yes.
Why? What does that mean? What does that thought of putting that barrier so you can't move past that barrier, what does that mean to you? I mean, what's that thought?
How do I...
What's the reason for it? Why should you be... I mean, it's pretty hot in Cyprus to be, you know, in closed walls and being protected from the world. It gets about 45 degrees. I'm talking as a joke here. You can't put a barrier around you to stop you from moving forward. What is that barrier for? What are you in that enclosed area for?
Why do I have a touch?
Yes.
Because I feel that people's attack is much worse than my own.
I think the opposite. I'm sorry. I think people don't give a living shit about what you're doing.
So true. Absolutely true.
I think people...
We think that...
Everybody's in their own world. They don't care what you're doing.
Well, that is the big truth.
I think you care more about what you're doing.
Yeah.
How can you let yourself get out of the enclosure, the prison, the barrier that you've placed, the roadblocks that you've placed in front of you? What can you do to get out of that?
I should place less importance on how people view me and more importance on what I need to do for myself.
And what is that you have to do?
I have to listen to my instinct.
Which is?
go for it, for music, for...
And how are you going to do that?
How am I going to listen to myself?
Yeah.
I can feel it. I know what I want. Just that I should remove all this limiting belief around it.
Can you tell me what is it that it is? I need to go in a little bit deeper and get to what it is that you want.
I want to get much better at music. I want to put my work online.
What does better mean? Because you are very good at it and you practice a lot. And what does better mean? How do you define better?
There are some techniques I haven't mastered.
Okay. Can you...
However, it's not as if I need to get to that point in order to do something. I'm still at the level that I could do, put my work online.
Does it matter? I mean, isn't it better just to jump in? Like me, I've started this Facebook group, which is full of love, and I just jumped in it, and I'm doing these lives. I make so many mistakes. Do I care? Or if I was so scared of what people are going to think of me, I mean, people are going to think that, I mean, it's normal.
Whatever you do.
And whatever you do.
You'll have positive and negative.
But my goal is that everybody benefits love. I just want love to be spread. That's my sole purpose. Thank you. Just love, 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 love. And your music, literally and metaphorically and literally, is in you. You're a musician, you're an artist. That music, if you don't get it out there, can people tell me in the chat, do you believe that this person should be perfect for her to put her music out? Can you guys tell me in the chat? Send me yes or no. Should her music be perfect? Should her music be perfect? Somebody answer in the chat. It takes a little bit longer for it to come out. No, thank you. Thank you, Anna. No, Anna, would you?
It's actually quite shocking to me.
No, Shazza says no, Dina says. There, it takes, yes. These people are saying no. Oh, there's a hole here. Can I read this? I'm just going to read this to you, Joanna. No, everybody's saying no. Always honest with yourself. I try the best I can. I need to be perfect to be recognized. I try to be a great teacher, mum, by giving my kids love, my daughter correct morals, and do the best. Okay, a good role model. That's the best I can. And there's more in there. There's much more in there. Okay, but there's much. So, Joanna, I'm not perfect, okay? But I've started it. I've started what I'm doing. No, Dina, but says, all these people, her music should be alive. And we are all born imperfect human beings, but our job is to get permanently better.
Good one.
And so, I want you to tell me 2 more questions. Everybody who is listening, these questions I am asking this person is in the file section on the Dare to Begin Facebook group. In the file section, you can download them and you can do exactly what we're doing in this live. And you can go to your core limiting beliefs. You can get somebody to read them to you, or you can read them yourself. And you can find your limiting beliefs. Okay? Produce your work and set yourself free, says Dina Banayi.
What did she say?
Produce your work and set yourself free.
wow.
Wow, that is big. That is big.
Get yourself free. Yes, you do become free when you do what is inside you and you let it free. You become free.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
So your job is to write your values that are challenging you, your values that are challenging you and holding you back, because we've all got core beliefs. In another session, we're going to look at finding our core values in another session. Okay, but just think, we've all got a core value that perfectionism might be a core value of yours. And so if you challenge that perfectionism and go back and see that it's a lie and it's the thing that's holding you back. So if you didn't have to be perfect, how would your life change? How would you see life?
It would be much more fluid. Whatever I felt like, I would do. I would put that video up on YouTube. I would even be more open with people. I wouldn't worry about what they would think if I said that.
And who cares? I mean, I've had abuse from people that don't like my work.
Yeah.
Who cares? That's not going to change me from getting my music out there. This Facebook group is the blood in my veins. That's what my sole purpose is to bring love together, to connect the world together through this way that I know how, this humble way. And so how will your life be if you're not perfect? Make
Real
your dreams
free. I would be me.
Isn't that nice?
Authentically me. Which is the best thing you can do.
It's just be you.
Liberating thing.
Be you. Yeah. Do you. Yeah. Do you. Be you.
Be you.
You don't need to do anybody else.
Yeah.
Because they're already taken. There's a saying that says...
It takes so much effort to be somebody else, but it actually gives you more energy when you're being yourself. It's the easiest thing when you manage to achieve it.
That is so true. Just some comments from the people in the chat. Just do it. Make your dreams come true from Dina Husseini. Just do it from Dina Husseini. Shazza from New Zealand says, no self-limitations. Don't let other people hold you back. None of us are perfect. Isn't that beautiful? Dina Bonet says, produce your work and set yourself free. Anna says to you, her music should be alive. And I read you Nikki's comment. And so, as you see, Nikki says here, go for it. Be yourself. Show people what you're made out, what you're made of. Just go out, get out there. Get out there. Follow your dreams. Dina
very
says,
encouraging to hear it from
don't wait for your music to be perfect. Get it out there. Get it out there.
Yes. Yep.
So, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for that. Yes, it has challenged this belief I had, actually.
Yeah.
And the comments from people have been very a push, a nice push.
You said you fear. Fear is false evidence that appears real.
Yeah, true. Yep.
And so let's get that fear. It's just false evidence that appears real.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank you for that.
For joining us and contributing to this live.
Yes, thank you for the advice.
And we'll say, thank you. I'll let you get back to your, I don't know, whatever you're doing. Good luck to the caller. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. So, there you have it, you guys. There you have it. False evidence that appears real when we don't follow our dreams. I'm going to leave it at that for tonight. The worksheet is in the file section in above the Dare to Begin, the file section. I got it from a Udemy course that I did by Kain Ramsey. And so it might be the Socrates questioning, I'm not sure. But anyway, challenge yourself, challenge your limited beliefs, and there is nothing that's holding you back but yourself. Good night, everyone.